Hello, welcome back to the Unsavvy Budgeter. For those of you that are new to this channel, my name's Cindy and I take you along with me on my debt-free journey to pay off over $71,000 in credit card and student loan debt. We're almost halfway through March, so in this video we're going over this month's monthly budget and our newly improved budget template that we did in Google Sheets, and I also am excited to show you guys our new expense tracker that we created in Google Sheets as well. So stay tuned for that. So once again, this is our newly combined budget that we started doing in Google Sheets. This is something that you guys have seen already in one of my previous videos. And I just wanted to go over this again just because there's been some slight changes to the budget for this month, so we'll go ahead and go over that. Our income is staying the same for this month compared to last, and our taxes are staying the same for this month until we decide what changes we're going to be doing going forward. Our deductions are staying the same for my husband and me. So the only things that changed in the net income were some reimbursement money that we got, which includes a escrow tax refund that we got in the mail. I also got reimbursement for my therapy sessions through my HSA money, and I also am anticipating $75 back from my work for some of the benefits that they provide us, such as the $25 work from home office supplies that we get monthly. I also have a $50 wellness reimbursement fund that I get to use monthly as well. So we went ahead and made sure to maximize that and take advantage of that so that we get $75 back every month. Then we have our side hustle money. This includes the money that my husband made while we were in Georgia, and this is through his eBay sales that he was able to do. And this includes a little bit of Facebook Marketplace money that I was able to get. And it also includes the money I got for selling my car. So for this month, we're anticipating a net income after our deductions to be $16,809.86. No changes in withdrawal from savings. Everything else is staying the same with household transportation for this month. The only thing that we have budgeted for is my husband's car registration, which is going to be $260. I was going to have car registration money due for my car in May, but since I sold my car, I don't have to worry about those fees anymore. And as for food, we decided to lower our budget for groceries and eating out to $100 each. Our utilities we're anticipating to be the same. And for our subscriptions, we got 2 months of Creative Cloud for free thanks to a tip from one of you guys that left a really great comment. Thank you for that. And we have our fitness app that we no longer have to pay for because this is what I'm using my company's benefit for that wellness stipend we get for $50 a month. So that's going to cover the fitness app. We forgot that our wine membership dues were due this month, so that was $284. We get billed for that every 6 months, and we decided that we're just going to keep it. It has a lot of sentimental value to us. This is like a lot of our date nights that my husband and I did. We actually had a long distance relationship when we were dating. And prior, I kind of lived in a little wine country, so when he would visit, we would have a lot of wine tasting dates and things like that. So we decided to finally open up a wine membership with one of our favorite wineries, and that's just been like a nice little local getaway for us that we go to and pick up our wine and enjoy some wine while we're there. And we decided that it's one of our favorite things, so we're just going to keep it on the budget. Another thing that we do anticipate changing is we decided to not pay for Netflix anymore. We still are going to watch Netflix, but we decided to join together with my sister's account, so there was no point in both of us paying it, so she was generous enough to share her login with us, and we've just been debating about our Tidal subscription, whether we should lower it or downgrade to like a smaller subscription or something like that. And life events, nothing there, but we wanted to keep it there to consider moving costs. And personal spend is staying the same. Healthcare is the same. Clothing, we don't have anything budgeted for. We don't budget any money for haircuts because ever since the pandemic started, we just settled with cutting our own hair, and we figured we should continue doing that to save money anyways. And pet care is staying the same. Gifts, we didn't budget anything for this month, and we did budget for Uncle Sam. This is a new section that we decided to add. So for this month, we're going to pay the state taxes, which is $2,247. Other, which includes websites and exercise equipment, is staying the same, and same thing with savings. There's no changes there. So what we're anticipating with what's going to be left over after the budget, looking to be about $9,674.28. Of course, that can vary depending on our spending. And come April, our money left over is going to look a lot smaller because we're going to be anticipating paying the federal taxes, and we don't have any side hustle money planned for that month. So unless we somehow are able to step up our side hustle in this month and next month, then that money isn't going to be looking much better. Next, we're going to go over our little pie chart that we had shown last time. So for the month of March, this has all the categories that we budgeted for. It's our debt payoff, state taxes is new, mortgage and HOA, our 401k and HSAs there, healthcare, utilities, subscriptions, transportation, personal spend, savings, food, pet care, other, and gifts. This pie chart shows the percentages and the amounts of the categories that we budgeted for. So it looks really good with over 50% of our budget going to the debt payoff. And it's probably not going to look like that next month since a big portion of it's going to go towards federal taxes. And you already see that our state taxes is added here for this month at about 12%. And then following close behind is mortgage. And then we have our 401k, a little over $1,000, which is close to 6% of our budget. And healthcare at a little over 3%. Utilities close to 3%. Subscriptions is close to 2.5% of our budget. Transportation is nicely at 2%. The nice thing is our car maintenance and stuff has gone down a lot since we don't have my car. Personal spend is close to 2%. Savings, a little over 1%. And food is also a little over 1% since we dropped the budget for that significantly. Because we're going to try and utilize our dry goods that's in our pantry as well as the food in our deep freezer. So we're going to try and be a little bit more savvy with our cooking and try to clear out our food inventory. Something to keep in mind is in this budgeted column, these numbers are automatically pulled from the previous tab, which is in the combined budget. So it just pulls totals from the categories that we've already set aside. and it pulls it here, and the pie chart adjusts accordingly. So since we're almost halfway through March, we already did some spending, and we have already paid $5,244.38 in debt payoff for credit cards and a little bit of student loan minimum payments. We haven't paid the taxes yet. We've already paid our mortgage and HOA, which is a little over $2,000. And the 401k and HSA money has already been deducted. And healthcare is $300. And that's actually going to be less because I decided to cancel one of my therapy sessions this month and go to a bi-weekly schedule. And so I could cut back on the budget there and save some money that I could put towards taxes and debt payoff. No money paid yet for utilities. Already paid $297.99 for subscriptions. No money spent in transportation yet. We did have gas that we needed to get, but we decided to use a gift card for $20 to put towards gas, which I had redeemed some of my credit card points for. I got a $20 Shell gift card, so that was really nice that we didn't have to tap into our transportation budget for that. Personal spend is already used at $192.05. No money spent for savings yet. And for food, we spent so far $52.57. No money spent for pet care yet, and other, which are the websites and gym equipment, that's $66.42 already used of the budget. We added gifts, but we didn't budget for it. It was my nephew's birthday, and I actually hadn't seen him for Lunar New Year, so it was a birthday and Lunar New Year gift, so we ended up spending $60 for his gift. So far in spending, we spent $9,264.28, and this last column is the difference. So anything in green is great. It shows that money that we still have that we haven't spent, and anything in red shows that we've overspent in our budget. Here's a new tab that we created for our expense tracker in our Google Sheets. So this is going to help us kind of show where our money has been going and how much we have left in our checking accounts in real time, or as close to real time as possible. So we have this column that shows which account the money is coming out of. So it's either my account or my husband's account. And that's because we still have our paychecks going to two separate checking accounts. We decided that we're not going to combine our checking accounts yet until we finish paying off the credit card debt at least, so then we can have our paychecks go to the same account after that. So far, everything that you see in white is already money spent, and anything in gray is expenses that we're anticipating to come. So that kind of helps keep us in check so that we don't overspend in certain areas. So we have the following column showing the dates of when these expenses happened. The following column is the description of what the expense was for. And then we have our category column, which fits nicely into the categories that you guys see in our budget template sheet that we showed earlier. And then we have this column for any income, so any money that came in, and this column in red, which is any money that was spent, so money going out. And this following column is our total balance, showing how much money we have left in our checking accounts. This column shows my husband's available balance in his checking account, and my available balance is shown in the following column. So obviously we set this up so It's color coordinated, so when it goes from green to red, green indicates that we have money available, and then as it turns red, it means that we're almost close to zero and kind of more in the danger zone of running out of available money. Also, something to note is that this also automatically adjusts with this first column that says which account the money is coming from. So if it says Cindy, then it automatically adjusts the balance here in the Cindy balance column. And if it says hubby in the account category, then the money automatically adjusts over here in the hubby's balance column, so that we can clearly see where each of us stands in real time. So as we scroll down in our expense tracker, you'll see that it's showing future expenses that we're anticipating. So it really helps us figure out for the future of where we stand with our money and our expenses. So that's why everything that you see here is still in gray, because it's future expenses, but this is pretty much projecting all of our expenses and income for the rest of 2021. That's the really nice part of this expense tracker. It really helps hold us accountable, and as we're seeing these numbers in our faces, it really helps us stay on track with not overspending. So this video ran a little bit long, but I did have some great news, which was that I was able to pay off my credit card number 4, and I was really excited about that. I was feeling really overwhelmed with the news about owing taxes this year, and I also felt stressed because my credit card number 4, I had taken advantage of a balance transfer offer, and that offer was going to expire at the end of this month. So that already kind of put me in this time box where I really had to pay off that credit card number 4 so that I didn't have to pay higher interest on any of the remaining balance that I had left. So I was really happy to already pay that off, and we're not even like fully halfway through March yet, so which is really great news. And going forward, we're going to be saving as much of our income as possible to put towards paying off Uncle Sam for our state and federal taxes. So the great news is I only have 2 credit cards left, which is credit card number 5 and 6. So that leaves me a little over $8,500 left in credit card debt. So unfortunately, it's gonna have to stay like that for a little while until we can pay off our taxes. But you guys can kind of see that more, and I'll wrap it up nicely when it comes to the end of this month. And I also wanted to mention that earlier this week was International Women's Day, and I got to reflecting, and I just wanted to say happy International Women's Day to all of the amazing women that have been supporting me on this debt-free journey and really leaving me such supportive and motivating comments. You guys have also really been giving me a lot of great advice, and honestly, I'm just feeling so like empowered and driven by you women, and thank you so much. So as a show of my appreciation, I obviously don't have a ton of money to donate, but I do believe in giving back, and I try to give back in ways that I feel like I can afford, which is my time or anything that I feel like I definitely can share. And I still have undated passion planners that I can give away. So if you've made it this far in the video, I want to thank you so much for watching it till this point. And I want to do a little giveaway where I'm going to give away 2 undated passion planners. So the rules for this giveaway is help me reach 1,000 subscribers. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Make sure to share the love and share my channel with any of your friends and family that would find this beneficial. Like this video and give it a big thumbs up. Leave in the comments and share with me at least one of your financial goals for this month of March. And that's it. So once we've reached 1,000 subscribers, we're going to randomly pick 2 winners in this video in the comments section, and we're going to announce those winners in a future video. So make sure to stay tuned and keep watching to hear if you won one of the 2 undated passion planners. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one.